Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Tony Snell, also young out there. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. And it's Fernando in at the power forwards position. And for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the three. Snell, the pass to Capella, and stolen by Harris. Here's Simmons, and dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Young outside. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Green kicks to Curry. Capella against Embiid. Right side Simmons.
Oh, are you kidding me? It really is a thing of beauty watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. I mean, he's a manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Back to Young, and stolen by Simmons. Embiid against Capella. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And it's Simmons penetrating. And they pick up two. Simmons got 7.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
Capella, the pass to Snell. Young against Simmons. Back to Snell. 5 to shoot. Here's Fernando. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Then for the Hawks, Alinari comes in for Bruno Fernando. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Tony Snell. Simmons finds Milton. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. And there it is for him.
Boy, a large frame and nimble feet and great strength allow Embiid to be bully balling guys down low.
Young drives in, and Embiid with the block. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Harris. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Good work there as it goes.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
In the corner, it's Harris. Here's Simmons. Up again, and Embiid is right there.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Hawks trail by 9. Young pass to Huerter. Back to Young. The feed to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Capella on display there. When his energy matches his wingspan, he causes a lot of problems on defense.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Hill against Williams. Count it.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The pass to Herter. Releases from 15. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Hill passes to Korkmaz. Dishes it to Howard. It's Hill on the wing. Back to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Molinari on the wing. Collins with it, and stolen by Howard. Here's Milton. And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Korkmaz is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Howard. And it's Milton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Pass to Okongwu. Dunn, wide open, he fires, misses the three. The 76ers leading by 9. And that one's good, Maxey. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Dunn dishes to Williams. Poke loose, Howard with it, Williams picks him up. One-on-one here. Here's Milton, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Mike Scott. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Korkmaz. And Curry subbed in for Shake Milton. And a change for the Hawks. Capella's checked in. Dunn shot's good.
And Dunn is spectacular on the drive, seeking contact and getting it. Even more impressive that he makes these shots, too.
Curry kicks to Harris. Maxey passes to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. Outside Curry. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
He's becoming more comfortable in tight. Seth Curry is good at picking his spots from this area.
Passes it to Snell. For the three. Dunn dishes to Okongwu, and the shot is good.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
Pass to Maxey. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Simmons comes in for Maxey. Then for the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter comes in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Chris Dunn. 4 on the clock. And here's Harris from the arc. No good that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Simmons. Embiid. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Young keeps it alive. That one's rebounded by Embiid. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. No good from Simmons. The Hawks trail by 10. Young with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
On the wing, Harris. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Harris passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Young against Simmons. Okongwu kicks to Young. Shot clock at 6. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Atlanta has possession, trailing here by 8. Outside Collins. Huerter passes to Williams. Lays it up off the glass.
Quick off the dribble. Gets a step on the nearest defender. Bye-bye, says Williams.
Outside Green. Lets it go with the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Philadelphia.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And with all the stars on the 76ers, you forgot the root of this team as well. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Atlanta, Tony Snell is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Collins. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Fernando in at the 4. Yes, that goes in.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Curry passes to Korkmaz. High post, Embiid. Free throw line jump shot, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
To the middle. Here's Fernando.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
The Hawks trail by 8. They push it up 4 on 3. And the foul called on Korkmaz. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Korkmaz. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Then for the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Clint Capella. Williams comes in for Tony Snell. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Trae Young. Fernando, the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Harris outside. Simmons on the wing. Back to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And so they choose to intentionally foul. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And they double up Embiid. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Dunn. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And so they foul intentionally. And the Hawks making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Fernando. And he dunks it down.
Don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
High post Howard. Atlanta with the rebound. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
The Hawks shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Here's Maxey. And he banks in the layup. Maxey's got 6.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Williams looking over the floor. Bogdanovich passes to Fernando. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Maxey.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's Maxey. Taken away by Williams. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Man, love the anticipation of Williams there. The quick hands jump-started the fast break with that pilfer.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense is right there. No good on that one. For Atlanta, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. There's 39 seconds left here in the third quarter. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Maxey, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. The pass to Fernando. Just 5 to shoot, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. so it's Atlanta with it. Gallinari passes to Fernando. Over Howard. And the shot falls short this time. The shot will not fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Hawks on top, ending the third quarter with a huge surge. An 18-6 run. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Simmons. Hill is out there with Green. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Howard in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Young passes to Capella, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, Capella is a real force inside. I mean, when he gets this close, you pretty much have to foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Hawks.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Collins is running. And, yes, it's good. Young's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Collins dishes to Capella. And Young kicks to Capella. Simmons against Young. Right wing. Here's Collins. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Young passes to Collins. Back to Young. He kicks to Capella. Okongwu with it. Working on Green. Fires from the line. Shot by Collins, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Curry dishes to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Clint Capella.
You know, Embiid has a very similar story to Tim Duncan's. I mean, the Cameroon native did not start playing basketball until later in life. Now he's one of the very best in the game.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Okongwu. Young up top. Kicks it to Capella. Here's Snell, guarded by Curry. A floater.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
Simmons against Young. And the dunk by Embiid.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing the big possession and commanding the ball.
Now, here is Young. Now, here's Hunter, guarded by Embiid, and there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Collins passes to Young. It's stolen by Green. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. It's tipped. They recover it. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Tobias Harris. The Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. There's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Over to the wing. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Curry. And now Philadelphia on the break. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in, and the call will be against Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for John Collins. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Young. Count the basket. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. Got it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Young, and it's blocked by Simmons. And they'll keep possession. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Tony Snell. Here's Young. Count it!
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
27 seconds left in the game. Here's Simmons. Green breaking loose. Yes!
Hey, it's clear. Simmons is a very gifted player. Somebody who is mentally strong in these situations and takes the challenge on head first.
Right side, Williams. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Fernando. Embiid with the steal. Green kicks to Curry. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by one. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. That was a fun night of basketball.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Portis is out there with Chris Middleton. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the small forward. And the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it. Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Giannis. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size. And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
That one falls.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Harris kicks to Curry. Simmons passes to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Sweet move. 2 seconds left. 3 seconds left. That one, no good. Good D by Lopez. Curry against DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. Middleton against Green. Shot clock at 5. Here's DiVincenzo. Rebound by the 76ers. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
And the shot goes in.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Harris finds Embiid. Lopez grabs the board. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Middleton. Offensive rebound. They now take the lead.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Curry. Green dishes to Embiid over Lopez. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Green.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And then for Milwaukee, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Portis. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Antetokounmpo. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And the Bucks making a change here. Forbes checked in. 76ers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. 1:12 left in the first quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. Good on both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. The kick out to Holiday.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Count that one.
I don't know how many times even Dwight Howard feels the contact down there, but it happens often. He converts despite it.
Here's Forbes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Milwaukee shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Both free throws good from Forbes. Philadelphia with the ball. And here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. The wide open look here for Holiday. The long distance 3 is buried.
Boy, does that help. When Drew Holiday's connecting from the three-point line, it opens up so much of the floor.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
I swear Dwight Howard plays with a watch on. His timing is tremendous on those alley-oops.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. 76ers lead by 3. And we'll be back with... And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis...
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Matisse Thybulle's out there with Howard. Then there's Hill. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Forbes. Thybulle on the wing. Passes it to Milton. Out to the right wing. Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Tucker. On the wing, Milton. No points in the game yet for him. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Holiday. Puts up a 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Pass to Thybulle. It's Hill on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Now, here's Thybulle. Tight defense on him. Howard finds Milton. Another shot with 1 on the clock. Howard, the pass to Hill. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Howard. They shoot again. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. If you know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. And slam dunk by Harris.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
Pass to Tucker. Back to Holiday.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Here's Embiid. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Embiid's got his second bucket of the game to go. And there's the pass to Tucker. Here is Forbes, guarded by Curry. They get it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. Simmons with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Holiday finds Portis down low. And he uses the glass on the layup. Portis has got his first 2 points.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Embiid inside, working on Portis. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. There's the dish to Middleton. Shoots over Curry. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The 76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Middleton outside. Left side, Portis. Makes it off the glass. Portis has got it all tied up now for Milwaukee. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Embiid kicks to Simmons. No good there. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's DiVincenzo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee. And here's Simmons for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. Thanks for joining.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Doing a great job of just setting guys up and demonstrating just how important ball movement can be.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Portis, the pass to Lopez. 6 to shoot. Unloads from 9. Portis can't get it to go. Philadelphia shooting at 50% in a decent group. And it's good for 2. Harris has got 6 points.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Harris.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
It's interesting, as Giannis has grown in this league, the Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
To the paint. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. And stolen by Simmons. And now Philadelphia on the break. Curry's got the ball. And Embiid throws it down.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season, but in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great position.
Middleton can't get it to go. The 76ers lead. Milton with it. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. A nice shot by Tucker. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Passes to Maxey. Milton with it. He kicks to Howard. 6 on the shot clock, and he lays it straight in. Howard's got 10.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Tucker finds DiVincenzo. Back to Tucker. High arcing shot, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Now here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. Count it, good. And it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Forbes. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Step back shot. A shot off that time, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Korkmaz, defended by Middleton. Howard, that's good.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Bucks trail by 5. DiVincenzo gets to Middleton. Tucker. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Here's Maxey. Plays it up and banks it in. Maxey's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And so it's the While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. George Hill out there with Green, and it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. DiVincenzo finds Lopez. Middleton against Green, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. The 76ers leading by 9. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And good that time. And the 76ers lead by 16.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
It's stolen by Green. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Back to Simmons. Outside Curry. Here's Embiid. Rebound Milwaukee. Giannis outside. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Giannis against Curry. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Simmons. The finish. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition? So good at getting steals.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And so it's Milwaukee now. It's an 18-point game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Well, guarding Antetokounmpo is really difficult because how awkward he can get around the floor and how much space he can take up.
Simmons against Giannis. 6 to shoot. The 3. Simmons can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 16. Here's Giannis, and it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the 76ers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Joel Embiid.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Curry way outside. That shot off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. from 10 feet out, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They led the game at one point by 20. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 16.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking. And more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Simmons kicks to Curry. Can they get it? And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's blocked by Simmons. But he gets it back. Off target with that shot. So it's Philadelphia winning this one. We are...
Kevin, thanks for...
All right, David, thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Harden. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving at the two-guard spot. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the three, the small forward. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Now here's Harden. From the top of the key, he buries it.
The form, the extension, the release. You gotta love watching Harden's jump shot.
Here's Simmons.
Oh! Textbook. Oh, wow. In your face. The versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Harden against Harris. And the basket is good.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Simmons inside the line. And Durant sends it back.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him. That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Here's Curry. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's Simmons. Harris trying to get free. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Curry.
He must have had a good warm-up because he's hot. I mean, he's 3 for 4 already. And we're only getting started.
Harris outside. Jordan against Embiid. Lock at 6. Harris's shot is off.
Their first miss after a perfect 4-for-4 start. Still, I really like the game plan they've come out with.
Nets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And a wide open look for Irving. And KD is right there.
Man, what persistence on the glass. Durant excels at staying after misses, using all that length and height.
Stolen by Harden. The 3. And Embiid pulls it down. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
Well, and last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Incredible concentration from the Australian. Even when you body Simmons up, he's great at powering through.
Irving from long range. Good on the triple. Irving's got 7 points.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and you can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digit assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. KD's shot is good. 6 points for KD.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
Here's Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. There's the 3. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
He's so dangerous from out there. Harden can beat you off the catch, beat you off the bounce, beat you in transition, beat you when you sleep, beat you when you wake. He can beat you.
Curry attacking. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Irving. Griffin. Rebounded by Howard. The 76ers trail by 3. A drive by Scott. Chalk up 2 there.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
They swipe it. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's the Nets. They lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
Maxey out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
And Dwight Howard, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams and go small against them. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Here's Maxey following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And they go to the intentional foul. And Philadelphia making a change here. Hill's checked in. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris is checked in for Green. And it's James Harden in for Irving.
An absolute powerhouse down there. Howard attacks with such ferocity. It makes defenders nervous.
And both free throws good for Howard. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Here's Jordan. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Here's Harden. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the last guy you want to leave uncovered is Durant, taking advantage of no one boxing him out.
Pass to Maxey. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Howard's got the lead up to 3 now for Philadelphia.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden's shot is good.
Oh, that's a good way for Harden to keep the D off balance. Use the mid-range area.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Korkmaz. Can't hit that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Ben Simmons comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Seth Curry in for Maxey. And it's blocked by Jordan. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Harden the pass to Brown. Harden dishes to Durant. Back to Harden. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Outside, Simmons. Left block shot on the way. Embiid. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Oh, how about the length of Embiid? I mean, it's tough to deal with. Outstanding, using it to gobble up offensive rebounds.
Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Johnson surveying the floor.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Irving. Curry attacking. Can't cash in from close range. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Shamet, the pass to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to KD. And Embiid with the block.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, think about it. He's such a unique player. He uses his length. That's my man, Stretch Armstrong. He's basically a 7-foot guard.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
He's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Back to Simmons. Inside, Embiid.
Great indeed. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
5 seconds left in the second quarter. A shot by Harden, wide open. Gets a very good look and converts. Harden's got 9. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds. And that's going to do it for us here, the second half of action.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the 1. Now here's Durant, wide open, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
He's standing almost 7 feet tall. With that kind of skill, that kind of height, athleticism, his mid-range jumper, it'll always be there for Durant.
Up top, Embiid, guarded by Jordan, and Jordan sends it back. And Harris wide open, he shoots. Simmons pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's the 3. Tips it, and Embiid is right there. 8 points for him.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now, here is Harden. Count it.
Look, when he's not killing you on the perimeter, he's doing it inside.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. The shot's good from Jordan.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Now, here's Maxey. Banked in off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Harden outside. Over Maxey. And too long on the shot.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight.
Milton's shot is good. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Harden right side. Up Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Maxey passes to Milton. Bible with the ball. Harris is there. Down kicks to Harden. They get the rebound.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Now, here's Maxey. And Durant sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Oh, Harden is so good at finishing these and ones. I mean, he is just a thorn in the D side.
Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Free throw good from Harden.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
The putback, and Howard with the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Nets leading by 4. The three from KD. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Scott. It's Korkmaz in the corner. There's the pass to Howard. Rebounded by the Nets.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And here's Harden for 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Now here's Durant. He's got 14. That's good from 17 feet away. Durant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
He's playing MVP ball. Durant with some serious pep in his step tonight.
40 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Howard. It's good. Howard's got 8 points.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets near the rim.
Harden surveying the D. And Durant puts up a deep 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 7. And here's Maxey. Yep, it counts. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Harden outside. Jordan, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. 8 points for him. Got it up. That one misses. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Simmons is out there with Green. Then there's Seth Curry. Then there's Hill. And it's Harris in at the 5. Roman the paint. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now, here is Irving. George Hill missing his last shot. Green dishes to Griffin. They kick it out to Green. Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
Here's Hill. And he drops it in from the low post. Hill's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the 76ers. Brooklyn leading by 5, and so they foul intentionally. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Curry against Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. shoots over Curry, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Nets lead by 7. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Oh! That is nasty.
The athleticism on that thing.
Now here's Irving. The 11-footer. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Got to know that Irving is an excellent mid-range shooter. But then again, where isn't he a great shooter?
High post, Embiid. Knocks it loose. Harris outside. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Irving against Curry. Another miss by Irving. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Simmons. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Now Irving. Outside, Green. Back to Irving. One-on-one here. Here's Simmons. And Griffin sends it back.
Well, it's huge. Whenever Griffin comes up with blocks, I mean, you'd love to see him be more consistent in this area.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Simmons can't get it to go.
I don't think the D does good enough here.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Milton. To the left wing. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Back to Embiid. Pocket 4. Here's Milton. With the clock winding down. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Joel Embiid. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Dishes to Jordan. Over Embiid. And it comes off the front of the rim.
I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Howard, good.
He is so experienced in these situations. I love seeing Howard welcome the chance to be the hero.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're leading by 1. 1:09 left in the fourth. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Odom.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Evan?
Here is Harden after the made shot from Joel Embiid. And Embiid with the block. It counts.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
Outside, Green. And it's Simmons penetrating. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Awesome at cutting inside. The quick feet of Simmons are hard to keep up with on the drive.
And so he makes both from the line. 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Irving with it. Over Howard. Here's Jordan. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. A nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet. He's not about to let those points get away. I mean, he knows they're going to need him tonight.
Here's Harden, and the rejection by Embiid. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous.
For the land of the free.
Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sport. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. They're down a body tonight, but it didn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, they've got Collins. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Snell in at the 3 spot. Now here's Embiid after Clint Capella's miss. Simmons dishes to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Outside, Bogdanovich. To the inside, Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Here's Young after Ben Simmons' bucket, and Young kicks to Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Young passes to Snell. It's stolen by Harris. Now the 76ers on the break. Curry's got the ball. No good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Young's running. Pass to Snell. Young is doubled. Back to Snell. Passes it to Young. It's good.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Over in the corner, Green. 76ers moving the ball around. Curry kicks to Harris. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Young pass to Snell. Simmons against Young. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Young. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxi's subbed in for Hill. Here's Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Here's Maxey. High post, Howard. The pass to Korkmaz. Here's Maxey. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. The 76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. They throw good. Maxey. And the Hawks making a change here. Dunn's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
And here are the 76ers now. Following the missed shot by Onyeka Okongwu. Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. Harris is checked in for the 76ers. The Hawks trailing. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Huerter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Gallinari. Milton grabs the board. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Harris misses.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Gallinari. Can't connect from short range. Here's Maxey. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life...
Oh, the power on that throwdown!
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
Huerter passes to Okongwu. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Some changes for Philadelphia. And it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
The Hawks trail by 6. Young dishes to Capella. And here's Young. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Knocked loose. Maxey passes to Korkmaz. Here's Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Scott. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now Young. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Capella. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Maxey, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The 76ers have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Scott. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. Simmons checked in for Maxey. Young finds Snell. Back to Young. Outside, Bogdanovich. Just 4 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Embiid. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. Lou Williams is checked in for the Hawks. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Pass to Curry. Puts it up from 15, and he nails the jumper. Curry's got his first basket.
Easy look for mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Young against Simmons. Capella trying to free himself up. Young's shot is off. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 4-point game. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Collins. And it's done in for Trae Young. Here's Simmons. And that one, good. Simmons got 6.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Pass to Capella, to the paint. Here's Dunn. The kick out to Williams. The Hawks working the ball around. Capella, the pass to Okongwu. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Okongwu. Tony Snell comes in for Lou Williams. Young is subbed in for Dunn.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there. And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And the 76ers with some changes. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. And it's Hill in for Tobias Harris. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the 76ers. Harris is checked in for Hill. And it's Green in for Matisse Thybulle. Outside Collins. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. And too much time in the lane. They get called to the 3-second violation. The 76ers leading by 8. Outside Curry. 1:21 left here in the second. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. To the wing right side. Collins finds Capella. Back to Collins. The Hawks again can't hit.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Curry, good.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. Three-pointer, Snell. It's good from long range. Snell's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
They set Tony Snell up perfectly. He gets planted, and his mechanics do the rest.
High post, Embiid. Young against Green. Unloads from 13. Second chance shot. Here's Embiid. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now, here is Young. And the layup falls.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
Here's Simmons. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, and Joel Embiid, the mega-talented center. He'll get into it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in its small forward. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And Young kicks to Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
Fantastic move by John Collins. If you give him an opening, he will attack off the bounce.
Simmons on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. In the corner, Collins with it. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
That's just a seasoned move. Great concentration from Gallinari, finishing through contact.
Now the feed to Green. Here's Simmons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris Dunn picks one up. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
The Hawks trail by 11. Dunn outside. Herter passes to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Herter, guarded by Kerr. Feeds it to Okongwu. 5 on the clock. And it's Gallinari missing. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Green. Dishes to Embiid. And stolen by Okongwu. They're running. Here's Gallinari. Yes, that goes in. Gallinari's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks.
Physical play by Gallinari. He's added strength throughout the years, and that's made him a difficult matchup.
Simmons, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Chris Dunn did not like that.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Here's Herter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He dishes it to Gallinari. The 11-footer, and it's off the back rim. No good. The 76ers leading by 11. And the pass to Maxey. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Maxey's got 8 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
They get it again. Okongwu, the pass to Herter. Tries yet again, and that one is good.
Whether off the catch or putting the ball on the floor, Herter's a threat in that mid-range area.
And here's Maxey. 8 points for him. And it's denied. They get it back. Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off. So it's Atlanta now, trailing by 13. Pass to Herter. Throws it up high. It's tipped and stolen by Howard. And now the 76ers on the break. And that one's good. Maxey. And that's now 10 points for Tyrese Maxey.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Gallinari up top, defended by Scott. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Now, here's Maxey. 10 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The 76ers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And the first one drops. Both teams deciding to change it up. He hits both from the stripe. Young with the ball. Down low and stolen by Howard. The shot, no good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Hawks trail by 15. We've got Bogdanovic. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. Then it's Williams. And it's Young in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And stolen by Howard. Embiid drives in. And the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 17.
And check out Embiid's athleticism. Just because he's big doesn't mean he can't move.
Young looking it over. Inside. Capella against Embiid. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Pass to Thibault. Howard. Thibault trying to get open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now Young. Collins finds Williams. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. Thibault with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovic. And the basket by Hill.
The quickness of Hill changing ends in the blink of an eye.
Young outside. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Tony Snell's checked in for Bogdanovich. Danny Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Ben Simmons comes in for Hill. Embiid with the steal. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Outside, Simmons. Fires the three. And the 76ers get it back. This one for three. Atlanta with the rebound. Williams up on top. To the middle. Embiid with the steal. Here's Simmons. Shoots the three. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks trail by 19. Young outside. Young is double. In the corner, Snell with it. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Simmons got rebound number 5 here tonight. With the shot. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Atlanta's shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Young outside. Lets a floater go. He lays it in.
Doesn't have to get all the way downhill to the rim to be effective because Trae Young has a trademark floater.
Thibault, the pass to Howard. Takes the three. But they'll get another chance. They kick it out to Green. The three from Simmons. A new 14 for the 76ers. It's deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the 76ers.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ben Simmons.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Gallinari. Clock at 6. Young with no one around. Drills it from outside.
He's calm. He's confident. Young has that it factor.
Out to the right wing. Here is Tolliver. The 76ers again can't hit it. Young outside. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Lob pass to Capella. Young outside. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Capella.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like... Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David Thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Giannis in at the point. And Simmons slams it in.
Phenomenal timing that time, guys, from Simmons. I mean, leaving the ground once the pass was released and then tearing the basket almost out of the glass.
Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. The feed to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Lopez is not the fastest guy coming out of the screen as a roller, but when he gets a step, he's hard to slow down.
Simmons against Antetokounmpo. Left side Curry. Pass to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. And he can't jam it through. We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's Giannis. And he lays it up and in.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Antetokounmpo against Simmons. Makes it off the glass. Now here's Giannis.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. And he converts the layup.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
On the wing, Harris. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
Portis finds DiVincenzo. Back to Portis. Giannis outside. Middleton on the wing. Great D that time from Green. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Holiday in for Antetokounmpo. The 76ers leading. Right wing. Got a hand on it.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker. Using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
Middleton the pass to Holiday. Shoots over Scott. At the tip. It's good on the putback.
I love the determination he showed there. Getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Holiday up top. Over Maxey. Here's Connaughton. Defended by Milton. The shot's good from Lopez.
Just like clockwork, Lopez doing damage inside.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. And here's Maxey. Shot clock at 6. The shot from the low post is good. Maxey's got his second bucket.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Holiday, no one around him. A miss that time would have put him up. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Korkmaz, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. Over Howard. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
They've got P.J. Tucker, also Brook Lopez out there, and it's Forbes in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Milton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Bobbed up there for Howard. The steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the 76ers making a change here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Mike Scott. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Curry passes to Harris. Embiid. And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Here's Portis. Good D by Embiid.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Bucks trail by 8. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Hill comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's the 76ers with the ball. 6-point game. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Outside Hill. Milton in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Then for the 76ers, Matisse Thybulle checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. Simmons passes to Embiid. Here's the break. Now the pass to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Curry against Antetokounmpo. Thybulle kicks to Curry. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons passes to Embiid. Lets it fly. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 4. Tucker. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, you know, Tucker's a little undersized, but he makes up for it with leaping ability and reach.
DiVincenzo against Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Chris Middleton. The 76ers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis, and it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. Tucker the pass to Antetokounmpo. Embiid with the steal, and Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, that's how you execute in transition, guys. Embiid realizing an opportunity and then jumping all over it.
Middleton looking it over. Back to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you look at the skill set and size of Middleton. Hard for any defense to match up against. Just so creative in how he draws contact and gets himself to the line.
And the 76ers with some changes. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Harris.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Korkmaz. Stolen by Middleton. The kick out to Holiday. Uncovered. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Holiday's got his first points of the game. Here's Simmons.
Antetokounmpo is clearly a freak.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points and 1 assist. And that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3. Simmons against Antetokounmpo. Outside, Simmons. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Embiid. No good on the shot. Good D by Lopez. Embiid with the steal. Trying to get open is Lopez. 2 free. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly. Nice recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
Giannis inside. Simmons is there. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Simmons against Giannis. Simmons with the defensive effort. The 76ers leading by 5. Curry kicks to Simmons. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and then for Philadelphia, Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry, and George Hill's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Ball stolen, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Danny Green. And Maxey's subbed in for George Hill. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That'll be his second foul of the game. Korkmaz kicks to Milton. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Howard trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Maxey. That's now 8 points for Tyrese Maxey. Forbes, the pass to Holiday. Buries it from three-point range.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Now, here's Maxey. Guarded closely. Howard's shot is good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Outside Holiday, unable to get that one. And Philadelphia the other way now.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Tucker, the pass to Forbes. And Lopez has it in the corner. Rebound by the 76ers. 26 seconds left in the third. Here's Maxey. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Holiday with the 3. They grabbed their own miss.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Here's Maxey. 10 points for him. Bobbed up there for Howard. Lopez with the steal. And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Chris Middleton. Brooke Lopez is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Hill.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Excellent concentration that time by the 6'10" Simmons. Very good at completing these chances despite the defense's best efforts.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
From the baseline, it's Curry. That time on the assist by Embiid. And the 76ers lead by 15. The Bucks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's Portis. Buries it down low.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Curry passes to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Curry outside, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Pass to Harris. Beyond the arc. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to squat down that attempt.
Outside Portis. Middleton against Curry. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
First one falls for him.
And you know, for Curry, getting into the league has been a battle for Seth. I mean, he's more established and playing with more confidence now.
And both free throws good for Curry. Bucks trail by 13. DiVincenzo with it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
DiVincenzo against Curry. DiVincenzo passes to Portis, and he comes up with the deuce.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Over in the corner, Green. High post, Embiid. Outside, Curry. Back to Embiid. Over Middleton. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Portis drives in, and the lead is down inside single digits. Portis has got 8 points in the quarter.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
On the wing, Harris, defended by Portis. Outside, Green. The pass to Curry. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th, and even 50%. Giannis drives in. Embiid with the steal. Middleton against Harris. Pass to Simmons. 41 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Portis against Simmons. To the paint. The wide open look here for Lopez. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Simmons passes to Embiid. On the wing, Harris. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Green finds Embiid. Harris outside. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and Green launches it from deep. Can't connect from long distance. So the 76ers win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin,
Up next, the Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. D8.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Harris finds Green. But oh!
My goodness.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Harden scanning the floor.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And whenever Harris is aggressive like this, I think it's for the best because he has that ability to attract contact.
Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Well, the ability to score at all 3 levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
Outside Curry. Outside Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Pass to KD. Here's Harden. Good on the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Oh, wow! Young fella. What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And stolen by Simmons. Embiid with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And stolen by Jordan. Harris passes to Irving. Shoots from the elbow. The shot comes out. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Durant with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, the length of Kevin Durant on the defensive end, creating havoc and an opportunity for his guys.
Here's the pass to Green. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Harden outside. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point game. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That's his first foul. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter of the game. Irving passes to Griffin. And he banks in the layup.
Woo-hoo! Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
The 76ers leading by 4.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Goes up at the stripe. Irving can't get it to go.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Irving. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
Here's Maxey. Plays it up and banks it in.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Outside Irving. Another miss by Irving.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Milton's shot is good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Right side Irving. Buried from 15 feet out. Irving's got 6.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Maxey. Goes back up. And Griffin sends it back. Irving way outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Philadelphia with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
We've got Brown. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And taken away by Brown. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Outside Curry. Passes it to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And Embiid with the block. Right side Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. KD drives in, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
I tell you, very few players are as smooth and as easy as Kevin Durant is on the move. He just glides around the floor.
Simmons on the wing. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Harden against Harris. Harden, that's good.
And Harden never seen a shot he didn't like, and boy, is he comfortable gunning it from there.
Curry looking it over. Harris dishes to Simmons. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message. This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Brown against Curry. Nets trail by 7. Here is Harden. 12 points for him. Brown outside. Harden has a wide open look, and the shot is long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Simmons gets the bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
1:25 left in the first half of the game. Harden's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. The Nets working the ball around now. Durant, no good. The 76ers leading by 11. The drive by Simmons. And it's Durant with the rebound. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harden, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Here's Irving. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Korkmaz. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, the pass to set up that bucket was terrific. Fired it right up the court. Didn't allow the defense to react in time. Nice.
Here's Irving. Johnson. The second chance points on the tip-in.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Irving for 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points. And that'll do it for us, the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was buttered, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Irving. Harden outside. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And Embiid throws it, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Simmons looking it over. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Harden against Howard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet.
Well, how about the persistence of KD? He knows he has the size and the reach to keep those possessions alive.
Curry passes to Simmons. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And here is Durant. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. High post shot. And that one hits back iron. And now we've got the intentional foul. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Maxey passes to Howard. On the wing, Milton. That shot is off. Great tee that time from Green. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And that speed and athleticism of Griffin, a lethal combination when he's on the break.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Maxey. Lays it up off the glass. Maxey's got 8 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And that one's good, Irving.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. .111 left to play here in the third. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Johnson. Howard tries again. Pass to Maxey. And another shot. And he sinks the layup. 10 points for him.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
On its way from Irving for 2, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Irving looking over the floor. 24 seconds left to play in the third. And it's sent back by Howard.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back. I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
There's 14 seconds left in the third. Outside Irving. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Irving's got 13.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers on top. They lead by 12. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Harris is out there with Green, then it's Harden, then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Timeout called the Nets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
So for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Jeff Green. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid is checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Hill. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to take that.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
And Embiid drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Harden against Harris. Durant just inside the line. It doesn't go for him.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Philadelphia leading by 12. Here's Embiid, and he uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Harris against Harden. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. The free throw drops for Embiid. Both shots good from the stripe.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
That's tipped. Kicks to Simmons. Back to Embiid. Nifty move. He takes it up and lays it in. Embiid's got 10 points here in the second half.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Irving for three. Drills the three-pointer.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Outside Curry. A three-pointer is right on target. And the 76ers lead by 18.
Well, Seth Curry with the answer and the payback from distance. What a competitor.
And it's Durant missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. That one goes in.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
For three, Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
This is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his third foul so far. 1:53 left in the game. Embiid, the pass to Harris. Drops in the layup for two. 6 points for Tobias Harris.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the 76ers.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
On the wing, Harris, guarded by Harden. Simmons missing again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Moving it up. It's stolen by Curry. From deep three-point range. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business.